It is the last chance to impress before Saturday night's main event and just 2 more Raws until the Royal Rumble. So what can we expect from the flagship show on Netflix tonight? Big matches that are scheduled. We have Seth against Drew. Again, it's a bit of a clunky one because both guys right now are leaning leaning heel. We just did Seth against Punk, where obviously like Seth was still kind of leaning heel, but we still kind of liked him a little bit. Now where does this kind of go? Like, it feels like these guys are setting up for some kind of like a alliance. And as a like Shawn and Diesel type of a team, that would be a lot of fun. And be an interesting thing if they could pull it off. But like it feels like Raw has built things up right now where they have a bunch of different guys that you could put in that if it's the main event, it's like, this feels like a big match. Like this was a main event, or not a main event, but this was a Mania feud last year. And now we just get to have it on Raw. Like they've done a good job of building up these main events here on Monday Night Raw and building up this main event picture on Monday Night Raw. But interested to see the crowd reaction to this one. Like it feels like this could be a heavy on story type of an angle with a couple of weeks to go until the Rumble. Jey and Gunther. We need to get a big setup tonight. We need to get Saturday night's main event feeling like a bit of a bigger deal. Need to get Gunther feeling like a bit of a bigger deal and really start to push it that way. Watching the NBC football broadcast this week, in Canada, and specifically watching it through like on the NBC broadcast on CTV. So they would probably not want to be advertising a whole lot of WWE when they have AEW. But I didn't really notice much in terms of Saturday night's main event promotion on the broadcast. So I think they really need to make this feel like a big thing and make this feel like a special type of a main event. And so I think that these guys have a bit of a ways to go to do that. Also, we get the New Day in action. Excited to see what a heel New Day entrance could look like. I think it would be fun if I don't know. Part of me wants I think it would be fun if they now sarcastically did the old stuff that they used to do, or if it is just like a Doink the Clown, angry clown theme song and just type of a thing, and they're just entirely different from what they were. But either way, it's going to be fun to see them kind of get that rolling. Also curious what a JBL appearance in 2025 means. He has been going around to all these different indie shows. And there's some speculation that part of it is he's teamed up with a couple of guys in TNA. And now they have this deal. The NXT titles are going to be defended on Impact next week. There's this deal now that, TNA and WWE, they're a thing. So do we get a TNA invasion sort of a thing with JBL here this week? I'm curious. I know JBL, I don't know if I'd want to sit down and chat with a guy for 3 hours, but, well, maybe I would. He seems like an interesting cat. I just don't think we agree on a lot of things. But I feel like the wrestling god is a super underrated character in WWE lore. And so I think that there really needs to be, I think that this is a character that can have a bit of an impact, pardon the pun, on this TV show. I think him as a manager to Baron Corbin probably wasn't necessarily the way to go about it, but I think that there is a role for JBL in current day WWE for sure. We are also supposed to get Sami Zayn speaking, so very excited for that. But also I want to see the Penta follow up. There's nothing, as far as I know, scheduled, but this is a guy that I think you want to get people talking. You want to keep that one hot. We want to see the entrance again. We want to see the mask again. It can be a squash match. It doesn't need to be a 30-minute classic this time. But that is just a guy who just resonates through the TV. And with that personality, I think you want to get that out there a lot. So that's what I'm looking for Raw today.